As a real estate guy, I can make millions of dollars and use the exact same tax loopholes that a Donald Trump would use and pay effectively no tax. And does that make me a bad guy, or did I just study the tax code?
It makes you a bad guy.
How you can't pay taxes?
He said that makes you a bad guy.
How you can't pay taxes? That's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, no, they be on some finesse shit. Hey,
I don't want to pay taxes.
Girl in
Step
the brown
forward if you
bad
agree.
as fuck.
Being poor is a choice.
But I don't think it's a choice. I think we born into that shit, bro. I mean, it's a choice to stay broke.
I do not want to be disingenuous to ignore systemic issues that we all experience, but I feel like it's 2021 and there's a lot of free resources. I mean, Facebook has a lot of free courses. I think that poor is also a mindset.
I agree. Originally, when I came out here, I started straight at the homeless shelter. I had to flee from domestic violence from my family. Most people in general don't choose to be poor, but since I've been here, specifically in LA, a lot of people outside, they don't want to come into the shelter because they'd rather be in the tents.
I mean, I grew up poor, so I have been on both sides of the coin, and I can reflect and look back on some of the lifestyle choices that I was making, some of the people that I was hanging around. So I don't think that people can initially control if they're born into poverty, but I think that there is a certain level of control that
the
comes
ratchets
along
that
with
try to
being
be
able
sophisticated
to
later on in
have
life.
that
Like, look at that
determination,
face.
that resilience.
Her face dry as
Can I
hell,
have the
dog.
disagreeer step forward?
You say to be rich, huh?
Yeah, she got that.
We
ain't
need
gonna
to
be like that
realize
when we rich.
These people are on the street not because of their own choosing, but because of the system that we live in. Perpetuates these things.
If I could speak to that, I come from a family that once relied on welfare and food stamps, and I have been blessed enough to make millions of dollars in real estate. But had I bought real estate from 2005 to 2008, I'd probably be bankrupt.
But real estate don't always work.
I just bought at the right time.
People wish to be rich, they don't want to be rich.
Have
the difference is, do you take action?
See, that's what I was saying. But you gotta.
I agree with a lot of
you
points you're making about people
have a different drive
really
to do real estate.
the resources or the opportunity to have any kind of action plan.
Some people don't even want to be rich. Like, I don't want to be rich. Like, but I also don't want to be poor. I'm happy in the middle. And I would want to live in a society where they can perpetuate people to lift themselves out of poverty through programs and just be in the middle.
No, I feel what
Billionaires
Dog just
should
said,
not
dog.
exist.
Like, I can deal with being comfortable, for real. As long as my bills.
I don't see how
paid,
anyone
nigga.
could ever spend $1 billion.
Paid
It's
up
not a
for
necessity
a couple
to
years.
have
You
that
feel
much
me?
money.
I can get high.
And I feel like there is a certain cap in which, like,
What's
you
wrong with
can
bro, though?
completely survive
he
and thrive with this amount of money. And then if you surpass that, you're just hoarding.
And then we've seen what people with billions of dollars are doing with their money. They're going to space for fun. Clearly, if we tax those people properly, get their wealth and distribute it to people who need it, that'd be a much better use than going to space for fun.
Exactly.
Personally, I don't think there's an issue with billionaires existing. The issue for me is that they need to be held accountable the same way poor people do. And I'm talking about the justice system.
When you look at a lot of billionaires who have gotten that way because of the just incredible amount of value they've given to society, I won't even talk about a huge, crazy billionaire. I'll talk about Jay-Z, who's a billionaire. He had amazing music. That's how he became a billionaire. And so I don't think it's the government's job to interject and say, okay, you have too much.
Girl ain't trying to hear none of that shit.
I mean, it would also never happen in any other arena. No one's going to go, hey, Simone Biles, you have too many gold medals. We're going to take them from you, and we're going to give them to the other people who weren't as talented as you.
I completely agree.
I completely